You all are doing well on this Thursday evening. And I know a few days ago it was pushing 60 degrees in many areas. Well, as you can tell, we've gotten a lot colder and winter has made a comeback. And in tune with that, we also got a snowstorm to watch for the coming weekend here, particularly very late tomorrow night into Saturday, potentially into early Sunday as well. So I'm getting a little more confident on a forecast now, and I've upped my totals a little bit too compared to what I've seen earlier, and I'll show you why. Nevertheless, the National Weather Service in Indianapolis has issued a winter storm watch for the central and southern metro counties. We could see some of those northern metro counties get put into that as well. And it extends over toward the Cincinnati area. Not quite down to Louisville. They may be too warm down there. And then on west into Illinois, where there are actually some winter storm warnings are in effect. So let's take a look at what we got here. I'm going to show you some different model runs that I've seen in terms of total accumulation. And this one here, I believe this is the GFS, anywhere pretty much from 6 to 7 inches across the metro. And what I've noticed is that the solutions are starting to home more in on central Indiana, central and southern Illinois, and into portions of southern Ohio. For this particular storm, as far as I can tell at this point in time. But here's one run showing that's 6-7 inches of snow. I usually cut down these totals a little bit for various reasons, and I'll talk about that here in a second. I believe this is the GFS V2 going a little further north with the snow, but basically about the same amount. And then here is the NAM that's concentrating a little bit more on the southern part of the state, and even some higher amounts down there. But generally, you see the 5, 6, 7 inch range. Now, what I'm also going to show you off the modeling is something that I've noticed. Talked about it earlier on my social media accounts. I have noticed that there's a little bit of drier air that's a drier air signal that's starting to show up on some of these runs. And what the map that you're looking at here, this is the moisture off the ground, about 5,000 feet off the ground. And this is very important to kind of gauge where things like dry air can entrain and even help to lower some of the precipitation rates. In some cases, even get rid of the precipitation altogether. You can see the blues up here. You know, we're good and moisture-laden air. They're around that 800. It's a 850 millibar layer of the atmosphere. But look down here. I've been seeing several model runs that keep showing this drier air coming up from the south. And if you follow the wind barbs here, these will kind of give you an idea that where the moisture is going to be coming from. And so this is I believe the GFS. Here's something else I want to show you as well off the I like to call it the beta GFS. It's the newer GFS that they're operating here. This is early on Saturday. We see the snow paints a pretty good picture, snow over the metro. And now as we go on into Saturday, a little bit warmer air tries to sneak in here. You can see some rain starting to show up. And that's the other thing that I've been noticing as well, that some modeling wants to bring a little bit warmer air up in here and could possibly put the damper on some of these snowfall totals. And then here's on into Saturday afternoon off the same model. You can see some rain sneaking in down to the south. And that's going to be possible. The other thing I wanted to show you on this as well, look at that. Look at that big dry punch right there as well, also showing on that particular run coming into the southern part of the state. So we got some warmer air issues and some drier air issues that are going to be kind of working against the storm, and it's going to make things really tough to forecast till the event's actually happening. So I want to let you guys know we do have a potential for some significant snow with this, but I also want you to know that there is a possibility that there could be a couple of things that kind of muck with it a little bit. And I believe this is the NAM right here. Yeah, that's an AM. And look what it does there. It actually brings the rain all the way up into the metro. So again, something to watch. Here's another little look here at 850 off another model run. There you can see that drier air lurking and waiting, and even gets into the southern part of Indiana, even comes a little further north with time. So, and the other player is, now I'm a little more confident now in the path of this storm, that this storm's going to start off in Arkansas, come up into Missouri, go up into far southern Illinois, go into Kentucky, and that the bands of the heavier snow. Now, Missouri's going to get quite a bit from this as well, but Illinois and Indiana will get the share. But again, I'm concerned about that transition right there, and I think this path is going to be pretty much what we see. You can see this big 1040 high up here. That's been very consistent on just about every model I've looked at, and that's going to kind of keep this thing in check with its position. You got 1,012 millibar low, which is not very strong at all, and so I think it's going to keep this weak storm down to the south here, and keep that the axis of heavier precipitation pretty much right where the winter storm watches are at. So I think that has been more consistent now, and I think it's a good call. Like I said, we could see those adjusted with time as we go into tomorrow and definitely into Saturday, and then on into Sundays, the system is pulling away. So my basic thought is, for the metro, close to the surrounding counties as well, I think right now 3 to 6 inches is a good bet for most of us. 3 on the low, 6 on the high. I would not be shocked if in heavier bursts, and if maybe this warmer air doesn't quite get in there, that drier air doesn't get in there, that there may be an isolated 7 to 8 inch amount as well for some of us. Not all of us, but potentially for some of us. So I will be keeping an eye on that over the next few days here. We'll also be posting updates on the Chase One page as well. So for now, that's all I got. We'll keep an eye on it for you. I'm Michael Wade Moss, signing off for now.